Dogo von Valencius, 12th in her line, rogue trader, keeper of the sacred warrant, the ruler of the Cronus expanse from the Karnak system to the 100 Dreams crossroads, I bid you welcome. Where's the governor? This dude? Isn't that Alballard? Yeah, that's Alballard. Uber Dunstream, governor of the great world, first and foremost, please accept my deepest apologies, deepest condolences. It will be difficult to recover from the loss of a woman as great as Theodora von Valancius. It pains me to think that she is no longer with us. The citizens of Dragonis and of the entire Protectorate grieve alongside you. Please allow us to declare half a year of mourning so that we can honor the memory of our beloved lady. Like a full year, that's a bit too much. I mean, it's 40k. This is nothing. There's no need, I'm the new ruler of the Protector. Let my subjects rejoice at my arrival instead. You know what, let's throw my weight around a bit. I will immediately give all necessary instructions, your ladyship. He casually pressed a few buttons on a cogitator built on his golden bracer. Esteemed Dogo, Lady Theodora was a strong leader, and we ought to follow her example. Let us lean on our wisdom and preserve in spite of this tragedy. Together, let us carry on where she no longer can be by leading the Valencia's protector to ever greater prosperity. Alas, it won't be easy task to accomplish. Some time ago, the astropaths of Dragonis flew into a rage, and then they had to be subdued. We are gradually restoring our ability to speak with neighboring worlds, but the contacts are still weak, and the routes are tangled with and no longer lead to the system that the captains expected them to. Given that the vast majority of ships in the Dragonis Navy travel without relying on the service of navigators, without your engagement, the well-being of the Valencius dynasty and billions of its subjects is presently at risk. Yeah, this one. This is a truly regrettable bit of news. What's more, leaving Dragonis has been forbidden for several cycles now. It seems the Versarian family has once again filled in their primary responsibilities. Short Alballard a condescending look. We will investigate this at once, as well as the fact that the ship has had to acquire a permit with the Administratum seal. Does your nephew still serve at the Administrative Palace? Governor presses a number of buttons on the cogitator built in his bracer and looked at you in surprise. I don't understand. The ship did indeed depart from orbit, but it did so, if you can believe it, on the rogue trader's authorization. That is why no one dared to impede its departure. Lord Captain, it would seem that Conrad somehow got his hands on a copy of your authorization. Or perhaps even the original. A tool like that in the hands of a traitor does not bode well. Is a heretic and a traitor? Has he shown his face on Dragonis? The governor passively strokes the rings glittering on his finger. Lord Vortigern visited the capital some time ago, but he did not request a personal meeting. A heretic, you say? Now I see where all these whisperings in the corridors have come from. I shall be frank with you, your ladyship. Lady Theodora's sudden death was a blow to every one of us, and the absence of any sort of verifiable and complete information about her successor give grounds for all manner of rumors and misinterpretations, especially if someone is deliberately inciting unrest and discontent. Naturally, none dare challenge you by accusing you of something as sacrilegious as murdering a rogue traitor. However, Conrad Vortigern was once a true boon to the Protectorate back in the day, and as such, some might heed his words. No. Let's go Imperialis. I shall immediately make all the arrangements so that your orders can be carried out properly. Okay. What exactly do Dragonis nobly expect from me in the light of the loss of Runes? Yeah. We're all troubled by the fate of the agri-world. Janus that supplied Dragonis and other planets with foodstuffs. Empty stomachs can drive even the mildest rebel to revolt. Furthermore, House Grapak is perturbed by the losses of communication with the industrial world Kiavagama. which is in their charge, but if you wish to know my opinion, the world that deserves your attention the most is the penal world Phoebos 6, one of the key mining suppliers in the Protectorate. Commerce succeeds. Such an intriguing concern about the Phoebos outpost. Does your house not happen to own the extraction stations there? Draven's beady eyes widened in fear. Your ladyship, I beg of you, do not interpret my words as an attempt to influence your decision in any way. You see, without Phoebos 6, the manufacturer on your worlds will need to make haste to find new suppliers elsewhere and arrange for new shipments, and in these troubling times they run the risk of delays and other most tragic mishaps. My only concern is for the prosperity of the Von Valencia's dynasty. Let's do this. Truly, the Viat line is one of the oldest in the Von Valencia's protectorate. If the inheritor of such well-respected blood could not handle whatever has befallen her, then the situation must have been extraordinary indeed. Let's do this. Was with appropriately measured indignation, profane fiends, may the Emperor smite their breed from the death of his dignitaries service Vicenza. That does it for the planets and the trade routes. What else? Your ladyship, I don't really know where to begin. He rubs the bridge of his nose wearily. Otherworldly beasts are not an uncommon sight in the Coronex Expanse. They have been a menace to the worlds this side of the Maw for decades. But now that the abominations are on the rampage, they show no signs of fear as they attack ships, either damaging them to the point where they become unfit for transport duty or outright gutting them. Only you have the power to stop this madness. We are in the process of restoring the astropathic choir of Dragonis. Luckily, we were forced to slay only some of the deranged psychers, although those that remain are as yet unable to transmit messages. I hope Master Scalander will keep his word and offer you his support in the war against the Xenos. According to his reports, the region of Phoebos 5 has been a particular concern in the last few cycles, which is all the more reason to discover the colony's fate as soon as possible. Now, to an issue on a smaller scale, there is a certain degree of tension in the capital due to unorthodox accession to the Sacred Warrant. Chances of uprising are minimal, of course, and the spreading of the rumors are nothing but a sign of weakness in the mind of the spirit. Nonetheless, I have prepared a list of minor houses that have demonstrated unseemly discomposure at your success. What will be done about them? Let's do this. An elegant solution, your ladyship. Other families will assume that your relationship with the Defiant houses are more complicated than one might think, and the agitators will receive a message they are being watched. And one last thing, your ladyship. Your inauguration as bearer of the Sacred Warrant is all but a matter of time, and I would like to inquire about one crucial detail. I imagine you are intending to uphold the centuries-old tradition, bolstered by the equally long-lasting friendship of being represented on Dragonis by one of the noble houses. I presume that, as before, the duty will be accorded to House Drivestem. Wait a moment. Which house can represent me in the ceremony? Any of the noble houses located on Dragonis. The Driving ceremony which I lead, the Gaproc family, with long ties to the Adeptus Mechanicus, the Starbucks are known for the piety and diligence of service. Perhaps I should also mention Wessarians, who have some influence but who are not actually of noble origin, and one of these houses can be honored to represent you at the ceremony. Let's go over Wessarian. You guys conspired against me. Avalon turns to you and bows respectfully. Lord Captain, to accompany you at such a critical hour is the greatest honor for the Wessarian bloodline. Have no fear, we will not fail you. Drive-Stream tosses Elbar a look that lacks even the smallest shred of respect. Forgive my boldness, but I must remind you that the Viserians, whose lineage trace back to a Navy officer, are not of the Dragoonist nobility. Such decisions may have adverse effect on your subjects' loyalty, your ladyship. The Prince breaks face into a bitter smile. I shall immediately relay your commands, most gracious rogue trader. Thank you for your time. When is the ceremony? I'm afraid that until you deal with the pressing issues, the ceremony will have to be postponed. Many trade routes are still unavailable. The central world of the Von Valencia's protectorate is going through a crisis, and the warp disturbances. If warp observers are to be believed, they prevent important guests from reaching the capital. Okay. Thank you for your time. Okay. Since duty calls, I'll take my leave. Okay. Ooh. Oh, what's this? Several bizarre mechanisms. What? Something here. Xeno music box. The remains of a placard can be seen on the frame, unless the inscription is completely indescribable due to patina. The leather covers bear the names of the authors, mostly philosophers and theologians from Dragonis. The spines of the books trimmed with gold. Ooh. There's a fragment of the polished masterpiece, which is likely left by a glass. Anything out here? None. What? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. What the hell? What should I do now? Kesha and Kivyang. Okay, I need to go to Kiabagama, I believe. Okay, let's see, this I'm already done. Lava World. Okay. There's a commotion on the lower deck. The chief mutant hunter, who was responsible for eliminating heresy in the hold of the void ship, went mad to the perilous influence of the warp. The officer climbed the parapet above the central accelerator complex and threatened to jump unless the entire crew immediately submit to a rigorous examination to uncover physical deformalities and unholy perversions. After calculating the time and financial cost of the inspection of thousands upon thousands of crew members and consulting a tech priest about the dangers of the foreign materials getting into the intake of the accelerator complex, the deranged mutant hunter was graciously allowed to proceed with ending his life in the desired manner. Okay. So they just allow the dude to just jump to his death. Well, it's 40k. That's for damn sure. Okay. Ooh. After analyzing the auger data, the officer was surprised to discover that the planet was once covered with oceans. Long ago, An unknown cataclysm causes the sea to dry out and turn the world into a lifeless desert. The most amazing discovery of all was the skeletal remains of colossal oceanic organisms, some large enough to be seen from orbit. Okay. World. There are sects in the Imperial cult who inherit belief transgressors will be punished after death on burning planets. This world could serve as one of such purgatory. Let's go to this void ship. A Vox notification from the Arctic crews drowned out the unusual noise of the bridge. An Imperial vessel, the Dark Piercer, and its escort ships are headed your way. Your archives make no mentions of either ship or its owner. As you consider your course of action, the ship captain contacts you first, introducing himself as the Pilgrim. The captain greets the rogue trader courteously and offers to purchase any information you have on crystal flagration deposits. Ask the captain why he calls himself the Pilgrim. The captain admits that he's not always done the right thing in his life, but he once beheld the blessing of the Emperor himself and has followed a special path of service to him ever since, and this path he now trusts as a pilgrim. Why do you need these things for? The captain courses laughter echoes Forex from the Vox. Ferguson is part and parcel of many different aspects of Imperial life. How exactly his customers are going to use it is none of his concern. All that the Pilgrim promises is that Pilgrim will be used for the good of humanity. Jay immediately remarks that someone without a name is not to be trusted. Deals with such people do not tend to end well. If you were you, should would first find out about his secrets, then skeptically remove him from the equation. The scout became visibly animated at the mention of the power crystals. Though indifferent to the prospect of deal with the shadowy individual, the makers nevertheless recommends you find out more about flux and deposits. Your own protector will benefit from the knowledge. Sister Argenta sincerely believes the word of Pilgrim. A cull or a golden aquila are no prerequisites for being his true servant. If the captain sincerely wants to help the Imperium, perhaps by his own methods, there are nothing questionable about extending a helping hand. Ask what I can get in return. The government has explored Coronic's span for years and know many of its secrets. They promise to let you in on intriguing rumor and may be of interest of some of your skills and capabilities. Tell him it's not enough. Okay, it looks like the Captain Darkpiercer is unsurprised by your reaction. He is willing to pay in gold and securities for any information on Ferguson. Asher. Darkpiercer. The Captain of Darkpiercer is the best of spirits. In gratitude for your invaluable help, we send you a small box containing ancient maps and documents that appear to speak of a certain imperial lost many centuries ago. Then, in a somewhat conspiratorial tone, the Pilgrim relates a story about a standoff between two Xenos fleets, which he was told by an acquaintance. The person in question, sadly enough, died in the hands of the Inquisition before they were able to pass on the coordinates for the crash site of one of the Xenos ships. However, the Pilgrim knows the fact that the vessel meets its demise on an ocean world. Okay. Of course. Ah, here we go. Forge. Ah, okay, so this is the mining world. Where do I want to go? Winter Scales Realm. I'm very interested in trying to search for Kiava Gamma. That's for sure. So you know what? Let me come over here. Lord Captain, urgent report. We have received an astropagic message from Regent Oronto Orselio. The navigators are concerned about the fate of Cassia, who disappeared from Uruk 5. The Regent is requesting that an update on her current status and And he has also inquired about the possibility of a personal meeting to negotiate the arranged return of Lady Navigator to her house. The psycho-emotional coding of the received message betrays acute concern, but it also contains something that the astropaths have failed to put into words. If you execute my foresightedness, I feel it's necessary to tell Host Australia the truth. Otherwise, a conflict with the inevitability is possible, which, given the current state of the Corona's X-Men, will only play into the hands of the enemies of Imperium. Yeah, how did they know I have Cassia? I wish I knew, Lord Captain. It is troubling indeed. Perhaps we have a spy on board, or region as their Aronto is bluffing. In either case, I believe we should respond. Navigators are extremely powerful and use allies to have. Let's do this. I'll see to it, Lord Captain. The astropath will translate your consent. Representatives of the House of Leo will be waiting for you on the capital world Draconis. Receiving members of the Nephilim nobility is always a delicate matter. Please make sure to discuss the details of the meeting with your Chancellor upon arrival. Okay. A trigger of disturbing news came from Navigator over the past few days. Allegedly, there's a vast shadow following the void ship through the depths of the Sea of Souls. Mere hours before emerging its real of space, the vessel shuddered. An unidentified leviathan has emerged from the rolling warp, wrapping its tentacles around the ship and started squeezing, trying to crack the hole like an egg. Let's do this. Okay, good. The ship navigator engaged the warp mister in invisible combat by giving orders from her chambers. By following the Astronomicon's guiding light and struggles against the mighty alien will seeking to break her at the same time, the guide managed to pry the void vessel from the nightmarish creature's grasp and execute an emergency translation to real space, with minimal losses among the crew and new insight into the nature of the warp entities. Okay, this is quite nice. Let's see. Make it unsafe. Let's go. Demonic eyes have materialized because littered across the... Okay. I already seen this once. Let's try a new course. Bingo. Aha! Kiavagama. There we go. Let's visit this system first. And take a look. Ooh. Hello. Go to this. Why is the... Oh, whatever. Promethium? This and okay. The bizarre structure observed from orbit appeared to be ruined in a state of a wealthy noble. Further searching reveals that the remains of an envirodome, a landing pad, the main manor, and servant quarters. It is impossible to determine what exactly happened here. The search team has found something truly disturbing in the main hall. An opulently clothed skeleton sitting at the dinner table. At the dinner table, the table was set with gold plates covered with old blood and piles of bones. The bones on the plate were clearly human. No other remains have been found in the estate. Search through the remains for anything valuable. The scattered remains of some expensive weapons taken from the skeleton. After finishing a report, they hurry away, whispering prayers. Assault blast gun. Ooh. No. Give me that. Come up here. More Promethium. Appears to be ruined in a state. That's holy fire, okay. Whatever. Let's go here. What the hell is this? Let's do this. Okay.
None shall stand in my way.
Who the hell are you guys? Welcome, your leaders. Please come in. Our chief, she'll greet you. And you nitwits, quit your gawking and come back. And what now?
I won't tolerate weakness.
An initial survey of the vessel indicates my exploratory residence to perform a requiem right here. Further examination is inadvisable. Okay. Grab everything first. Who's that? Looks like a real noble-like. So these guys are basically yokels. Like very hillbilly type of thing.
Victory awaits.
Cannons creation, ship compartments, range weaponry. There is a lot of Reta. A little worn down but well maintained.
I'll lay claim to the stars.
Okay. Upside for cut pieces, metal, and other materials. Running from clearing a path deeper into the ship. Something is propped against the door from the outside. You can hear the piercing sounds of a saw and other tools coming from it. Ah, who the hell are you? A tired-looking woman of indeterminate age, clad in work clothes, breaking off her task to greet you. She freezes momentarily, clearly unsure how to address you, then say simply, your ladyship. Please excuse me, I don't really know your name. Welcome to our little colony. May the light of the Emperor be with you and with us. My name is Reta Masmimova. I'm in charge here. What is this place? We just called ourselves Rita's crew, and this place is Rita's camp. That's it. We're reclaimed scavengers in common terms. She does not speak the word scavenger in any kind of disdain. On the contrary, there is dignity in her voice, the kind of which one would announce their affiliation with a respected guild or family. Tossing a glance at Pascal, she grimly nods. And our work here is all legal, even though your brethren have no liking for us. Pascal stares dispassionately at Reta with a hint of disgust. Evidently, he has not ever even considered the possibility of replying to this creature's words to be anything other than heresy. You got your own ship? Not even close. A luxury like that, you could count the recoilers who got their own ship on one hand, an old worker's hand that got stuck into a machinery 3 times and slashed by the plasma cutter twice. We fly with whoever, mostly just taking our chances. Sometimes we hitch a ride on the promise that we'll pay with what we find later. Other times we find some other means. Risky business, obviously. 5 or so years back, a crew got dropped off on an abandoned station, but something wasn't right and the life support system, the ship came back to pick it up 2 years later and found nothing but bodies. About 15 years ago, back when I had my first little one, a ship took 3 crews to locations and ran into a pirate on the way back. The ship got out on expeditions for years at a time, so it was ages before anyone realizes they were missing. And it was even longer before they remembered the scavengers. Plus, it took some time to find a ship that could check on them and pick them up. Long story short, all 3 crews have bought it. Yep. Can you tell me anything about this wreck? Not much. We're no eggheads, you know. We're manual labor. It's an ancient thing. Pretty dangerous, and we don't really know much beyond it. But we came here... Before we came here, some tech priests have done their own bit of gutting. I mean, ritualing, bowing to the spirits, all that. That lot didn't tend to leave a whole lot of valuable behind. It's true, but it's way too scary to go before them. And hey, we dragged a dozen of their broken servitors out of the mines after. The carcasses smell awful, but you can pluck a decent number of parts out of the servitors and sell them. Don't seem like there are any nasty living inside the wreck now, but the wreck itself is barely holding together. You got a couple of modules from here, and that's it. You won't take another step without fearing that a broken reactor might cook you alive, or a whole module might depressurize. Well, it's nothing we haven't handled before, so we're having a poke at it, but we don't have a clue on what's on the ship or who it belongs to. You take pride in your trade, I see. Sure do. It takes skill and luck and a good head on your shoulders. We risk our lives every day crawling on top of these old buckets, or if something goes wrong, we die, but by the score sometimes. One moment we're there, the next we're gone. Kinda like worker ants. But you know what, your ladyship, our job is also something. How should I put it? Poetic about it. Hope you don't judge me too harshly and don't take it as insolence, but some people, even big people like you, think too highly of themselves. Let's say your ship hops into the warp someday and doesn't hop out of it in time, and around 1,000 years later, another gal like myself, who needs to feed her 3 ankle biters somehow, will be riffling through its remains looking for anything good. That's just the nature of things. Each of us comes and goes, by the way the world works stays the same. We all have our lot in life, and mine is just as good as any other. Those who are great and those who are friends, there is something. There is something to your philosophy. It's what my Gramps taught me. He was a recliner and a foreman too. He had some fancy schmancy thought in that head of his, but he lived to the ripe old age with them. In our line of work, that means those thoughts weren't all bad. I can't take you from this place, but this is our whole livelihood, your ladyship. You take us from here, what we're gonna do? Sit in some hold, slaving away? Here we got our own colony, our own operation? No, this is our path, and we won't stray from it. Work on things for a while, then add. But if you were to say come upon another valuable wreck in your travels and find yourself in need of a capable folk to take part, you know where to find us. Rita's crew will do a fine job for you. I see. It's been a pleasure. Yes? Yeah, my auger detects some unusual energy signatures. They would do, yes. These little birds got all kinds of bells and whistles. Most of the tech is dead, but we do find working pieces now and again. We spent 2 whole months clearing out this shaft we found. Finished just 3 days ago, actually, and we found this thing. A bit weird looking, but sort of like a plasma battery. It still got some charge into it. Maybe it was what your augers picked up. Rita's expression brightens a little. Would you like to buy this battery from us, your ladyship? Since this signature has caught your eye, I guess you could do it with it. Any kind of payment will do. We'll take food, medicine, maybe you got some tools we could use. Pascal voices crackles to life. Imperiously, he tells her, present the object, laywoman. But curiosity creeps into his voice nonetheless. I'll buy the battery. Well, isn't this something? Emperor himself must have smiled upon us. Rita makes a triumphant gesture. Oh, I mean, thank you, your ladyship. You'll be pleased with the results. Her mood visibly improves. You know, your ladyship, it's kind of embarrassing to offer you this, but over in that corner there, we keep things we don't rightly understand or can really use. You could send some of your people to check it out if you like. Clearly you know more about this stuff than us. You might find something useful. If only we have anyone who knew their way around ancient tech. That'll make our jobs so much easier. I'll take my leave then. This one?
I did fine.
Damage Imperial safe contains similar safe destroyed when hacking is attempted. You should not try to open it just like it.
A new challenge for me?
This one press necessary can make it a wonderful depiction of the Emperor commonly seen in the Hornec expanse. The Emperor just gurgles and emits a strong smell of alcohol, but it's not of the industrial variety. The working area where the fragments and shipments are dismantled and search for scraps of available metal parts.
Duty prevails.
Scrap and cheap metal. Is that all? Come on, Pascal. Okay, I got a Eldari weapon, fractal blade, chameleon cloak, and Eldari grenade. Okay. I'll take my leave. Yep, and I believe it's this place done.
None shall stand in my way. It's about time.
Oh, whatever. Let's go. Let's see. Orders. Anybody want Promethium? Nah. Let's see. Bellstone. Bruce's footsteps. Ooh. Brucian's accuser of sin. What the hell is this? Ooh. Now I want to turn this into a shrine world. So what I need? Good tidings. And I need 12 mechanisms. How the hell do I even find that? Let's see, make this unsafe. Let's go. Bingo. The Ogre reports to Drakari ships closing in on top sea, but no okay.
Crew, deliver me victory.
What the hell? Dark Mirror. Whoa, these guys are tough.
Unleash our vengeful salvo!
Okay, and then, new headings. Go here.
Blade them!
Great.
This one's going down.
Oh crap. Okay. Karis. How am I supposed to hit him if I can't even see them? Yeah, how am I supposed to see them? Okay, apparently with that. Go over here.
Bleed them!
Okay, am I only just allowed to, like... Damn it.
Fire the launch batteries!
Yeah, it's practically impossible to shoot them. How the hell am I supposed to deal with you? Hard Dark Mirror. Obsidian Shadow. You'll be hearing around minutes. Additional 3... Okay. Suffers an additional 25% hit chance penalty when you're range outside of that range. So I really have to get close to them. To cell range. You know what, just shoot this thing.
Torpedoes locked!
Okay.
This one's going down.
Yep.
Bleed them.
Okay.
Annihilate them!
Alrighty. Okay. He's running away, I believe. Yep, they're moving away. Did that? Oh no, they're trying to flank me, I believe. Torpedoes? What does the blue square mean? Wait, what happened to me? It increased by 30%. Okay. Where's it gonna be? Oh, over here.
Torpedoes locked.
Really?
This one's going.
I hurt them a bit.
Fire the launch batteries.
Oh man. Just do this. Okay. I mean, it's something, I guess. He's running over there. Damn it. Okay. Now you. Come over here. Another game of cat and mouse. Just come over here.
Unleash our vengeful salvo. Fire right now.
Okay, they hit something at the very least.
This one's going down.
That's something, I guess. Let's do this. Okay, you. Maybe over here. He's gonna come near me, I guess. Yep. Okay, you know what? First of all, just laser you. You gotta be kidding me. Come on.
Blade them.
Miss? Really?
Fire the launch batteries.
There's something. Crap, really? I'm over here. And then self-destruct. Come on, just come near me. Good. Wow.
This one's going down.
Okay. Oh, that was BS.
I mean, that's a Jakari, I guess. So let's go over here. Something over here? The planet is devoid of even the most primitive forms of life. However, the crew has made quite a strange discovery. A mirror lying right in the center of a huge crater. A complete ordinary mirror in a frame. By all approaches of pristine conditions. They get aboard. The mirror now hangs on the wall of the compartments, looking completely normal. However, only half an hour of its arrival, Voxmaster reports that the shadow crew that delivered the mirror has disappeared. The people who hung the mirror have also disappeared. Even the enforcer who had wandered into the compartments by mistake stopped to fix his new non-regulation cravat has vanished without a trace. Oh no. Let's do this. Decided the half measures weren't enough, the Lord Captain gives the order to blow up the compartment. The demolition team carried out the procedure with pinpoint precision, resulting in minimal damage to the rest of the vessel. However, the pick recorder in the servo skull sent to survey the situation showed that the mirror was not damaged in the slightest and is now lying in the cavity left by the explosion. Oh crap. Let's do this. The team sent to destroy not from the moment they entered the compartment. Let's do this. The ship tech priest momentarily set to work, beseeching the machine spirit for forgiveness. After a series of explosions and depressurization procedures, they assured that the Lord Captain that the mirror was gone. Just in case, all cavities were filled with blessed chalk, and binary hymns were sung for 2 days and nights. There were no further incidents of the ship being able to continue on its journey. Ay. Okay. Go here. That was a mistake. Nothing from you. Nothing from you. And let's go to this ship remains. Okay. What are you gonna say? Let's do this. Okay. Let's go. We're going to exotic garden. Several chambers spouted foliage visibly resembling the planets of Terra. Although they exhibit a glass-like surface polished to the mirror sheen, while reflections of the plant perfectly copy the surrounding objects, they do not show a single living being. Those who peered into them saw grotesque blood-covered creatures instead, not unlike bloated abyssal fish with a pair of clawed limbs, sometimes more, unable to destroy their sinister growth. The voidsmen covered it with plasteel hoods until leaving the immaterial, finally ridding the vessel of corruption. Okay. Lord Captain, according to telemetry, we are in the system of Kiavagama, the main industrial world of the Valensis dynasty. However, our astropaths report attempts to contact Governor Grapak has been unsuccessful. But wait, the Boxmaster is silent for a few seconds. Lord Captain, a new report. Kiavagama is sending a request to exchange data. Shall we accept? Reply with our own request. As you command, Lord Captain. Box switches to a nearby comm channel to relay your instructions to the crew. For several minutes, nothing happens. Lord Captain reporting, the manufacturer is ignoring all our requests and continues to send us its own. The longer we do not accept the messages, the stronger and more persistent the incoming signals become. I've never seen anything like it. Suddenly, a deafening screech from the bridge Vox system. You hear the violent tidings of garbled binary code like the low chuckles of machinery. Lord Captain, interference detected in the compartment Vox system. Looks like the bridge is cut off from the rest of the void ship. Oh crap. Start of pick recording. The void ship bridge. Sounds of working cogitators and officers' footsteps. The everyday scene is interrupted by ear-splitting beeping sound, followed by lumens going out. In the dim glow of candles and emergency lights, one of the officers in frames cries out. Another falls to her knees, clutching her head over the beeping of boxes. Shots can only just be heard. What's going on? The doors are locked. We're lost contact with all modules. One of the bridge officers turned to the throne. Lord Captain, the Vox stations are malfunctioning and overloading the system. None of our outgoing transmissions are getting through. The incoming ones that do make it are distorted beyond interpretation. The Lord Captain gives an order to do this. Proceed. A team of decryption experts, gets to work. The data tethers are inserted into the sockets as they connect to the cogitators. One of the Vox clerics lean over the console, and another is writing something on a piece of parchment, but then she bursts into a maniacal laughter and stabs herself in the eye with a steel quill. Another scream, a tech priest who was mid-prayer tears himself into the pieces with his own mechadendrites. More and more lunatics are mutilating themselves and lunging at others. Portion of the pick recording damaged after contact with unknown object, and reporter shoves a rabbit servitor away from the royal captain as she let's do this. The madman body falls to falls at the rogue trader's feet as her commanding voice, magnified by the vox amplifier, carries over the noise. She orders the crew to master themselves immediately, promising to personally execute anyone who fails to do so. Some of the lunatics quiet down, others try to snap out of it. One pins her head to the panel with a dagger to stop herself from moving. Another fervently whispers prayer. Some return to the cogitators, others lean over to the wounded. Shots rang out. Those who are still on the rampage are executed by the rogue trader itself, as promised. Scrapcoat. The voices belong to one of the deck engine seers who has turned to the Lord Captain from his station. We have been attacked with Scrapcoat, the tech heresy designed to corrupt machines. The transmission received from the planet was infected with this taint. It is now running through the ship's veins. Omnisci preserve us. The Voidborn officer appeared before the Lord Captain once more. Whatever it is that attacking us, we have a backup procedure that can circumvent the Vox barrier. In the atrium leading to the bridge, there is a terminal of isolated system that might still be unaffected. A loud pop, the pipe over the officer's head burst, and a blast of hot air flings the Voidborn away from the Lord Captain. His body slammed straight through a cogitator panel. The pick frame spins uncontrollably. The servo skull was jolted by the gust. The pick recorder fogs over it. The Vox picks up the crackling of electricity and a death cry. Gas on the bridge! A junior attendant shouts and instantly doubles over, inhaling the poison air. The rogue trader yeah. Let's do this. The rogue trader personally oversees the evacuation. Bring the plasma cutters. Get the wounded to the exit. The officer repeats her orders. When the servo skull following the rogue trader experience reaches the door, they fall to the plasma cutters and crumble onward. The rogue trader is the last to leave the bridge. The rogue trader takes a few steps down the corridor and breaks into a coughing fit, undoubtedly resulting in spending too long on the bridge. Splashes of crimson stain her clothes and floor, and the Lord Captain shakes her head. The farther the rogue trader walks into the atrium, the more unsteadily her footsteps become. The Lord Captain takes a moment to lean against the bulkhead, but then crumbles to the floor, coughing up gouts of blood on her chest. Several people immediately dash to the rogue trader's side. The rogue trader is taken to the Medicaid deck, where she is instantly surrounded by doctors. The crowd is so dense that the servo skull anxiously circles above them, trying to catch a glimpse of the subject of its recording. At last, the Lord Captain opens her eyes, dragging back consciousness by a cocktail of medicines and biostimulants in the form from several IV bags. A number of scared junior officers promptly surround the bed. The ship is suffering devastating losses. The intermodule comms are still offline. The crew is terrified. Lord Captain, eyes full of terror, bloody uniforms, slumped shoulders, and these officers are the only link to the Lord Captain currently has the world outside the Medicaid decks. All she can do is support these people who are willing to risk their lives. Their ship is let's do this. Though the wheezing and cough, the Lord Captain began to quote numerous codices whose commandments must be followed by every man, woman, and children of the Imperium. Her solemn words are filled with a call to fulfill their sacred duty to the bitter end. The officers' faces are calm and confident. One by one, they bow their heads, their hands forming the sign of Aquila on their chests. They soon leave the medbay to deal with the situation on board. The Lord Captain spends some time in bed, and in the doctor's meticulous care, out of somewhere, beyond the bulkheads of the blinded and deafened ship, the people who have been left without their leader are fighting against the unknown threat. New victims are constantly being brought to the Medicaid deck. The servo skull records medics carrying a young man, the right side of his body a mess of flesh and bone, then a young woman with her jaw missing and her rib spared. As if realizing the pointlessness of her stay here, the Lord Captain demands to get Patchenham instead help her to her feet. The walk to the bridge is uneventful. The crisis has passed. Although wounded and crippled, the ship nevertheless is returning to its normal operation. Life on the bridge is as bustling as ever. Even though the people are surrounded by destruction, the senior officers have the situation under control, and the people has been organized. The emergency crew has already finished repairing the pipes. The technomats are setting up cogitators and consoles, and the healers are bagging up what few corpses there are and examining the wounded. By the comm station, the rogue trader runs into the Voxmaster. Praise the Emperor, you are in one piece, Lord Captain. The situation on board is satisfactory. I was just in the middle of setting up comm channels. Soon all the Vox channel will be fully operational. Another man appears in the pick frame, a junior officer, completely out of breath, carrying a heap of scrolls. The Vox master nods at him. Ah, here are the reports, Captain. If you are fine able to return to your station, I can immediately give you a rundown of the state of the affairs on the ship. Okay. With bombardment control, more or less, it will take some time to eliminate consequences of attack completely, but the vessel is capable of motion. We might be able, if you feel like we should leave the system. Allow me to bring you up to date. Fortunately, the bridge has suffered only minor losses. The reports mention only a few casualties that have been displaced. Yavakama went silent after transmitting the harmful signals. I will refrain from sending inquiries to the industrial to avoid a second attack. I'm afraid we have exhausted our options for remote analysis. More information can only be obtained by closing in distance and sending an away party to the planet's surface. Okay. The time has come to remind you about our agreement, Dogo. I must be present to your entourage during your expedition to Kyavagama. I'm counting on your cooperation. Crew is awaiting further instructions, Lord Captain. Okay, that was hectic. But you know what? This is where I'm gonna leave it off because it's actually quite late for me. So thank you all very much for watching, and what can I say? I found 2 of my planets in one recording session. So thank you all very much for watching, and yeah, I mean, not much happened, pretty much. So yeah, thank you all very much for watching, and I hope to see you guys and gals next time. Ciao.